I listened to an interview you gave Larry King, and you said the ruin of Donald Trump will be his addiction to playing the halls, right? So he's a great performer. He just wanted to be you, like he wanted to be a stand-up comedian, and he just accidentally became a president?
My guess would be that his plan was to make a big splash, lose, oh, that's not good. What should we do now, Joyce?
Just don't answer, okay? If it's possible.
No, I won't answer.
Yeah.
So should I start answering that question again?
Sure.
Yeah, I think him becoming president surprised him. I think, you know, it's funny that people don't remember, but back in the debates, there was a big issue with Donald Trump saying if he lost, it meant the election. Are you kidding me? I know, I did. Oh, 1 second. Hello? Yes. Oh, I gotta call you back. I'm on the TV, man. Yeah, I'm on the TV right now. Oh my God. I'll call you right back. Sorry.
Okay, I'm not going to ask you the question again.
Why do we get excited when the cell phone rings? Every other phone in your life, it rings, pain in the ass, right? Who was that? What do they want? Did you tell them I'm here? But when you're out with people and somebody's cell phone goes off, everybody gets all fizzy about it. Is that my phone? Is that your phone? Hey, that's Funky Town. That's my ring. I gotta make a move to a town that's right for me. Why are you getting excited? Because your cell phone is ringing. It's just a phone, and you know that the call is not important. You know how you know the call's not important? They're calling you. What two things do you say after every phone call of your life? Who was that? Nobody. What they want? Nothing. One thing I've noticed about these cell phones is we seem to have much less interest in the people that are actually with us. Their value seems to be dropping quite dramatically. Some people kind of want to let you know that. You know, don't you have a friend that every time you sit down with them, they got to take the phone out and put it on the table? Well, what is that message? You're not the only option that I have? I got text message, internet, email. If you want my full attention, go out on the street and call me on this phone. That's where it's happening for me. People get, you know, I don't know, it's so dramatic when there's static. You're breaking up! Hang on! Well, what is this, Apollo 13? You're at the mall. Take it easy. You're talking to somebody at the food court getting a pretzel that you can see from the escalator as you're coming down.
Okay. I've been fucking on some poppin' feelings, man, I feel it's like a rock star. All my brothers got that gas and they always been smoking like a rock star.
Look around you. Everybody's just walking around. Taking a photo of yourself? They call it a selfie. I can't even say the word without sweating. I can't stand the word. I call it taking a lonely. Do you know how alone you gotta be? That you can't find anybody to take a photo? That you got 838 photos of yourself in your bathroom? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Here's how fucked up my town was. I remember in 1980, when cell phones first came out, I'm like 10 years old, and I'm having breakfast at a friend's house. His mom is making us breakfast. And out of nowhere, and apropos of nothing we'd been talking about, his mom turns around and says, if you guys ever get a cell phone, and you're in a black or Hispanic neighborhood, don't use it because they'll know you're rich and they'll kill you. And then went back to making us breakfast. I helped those kids out. I'm full of wisdom. You know, like when you're growing up to a certain point, no matter what an adult says, it's just gospel. You know, well, an adult said it, it must be true. And then there's that first thing where you go, I think that's fucking bullshit. That was my first thing. That was the first time I can clearly remember going, they don't kill you for your fucking cell phones. And by the way, this was 1980. Return of the Jedi was yet to come out. So for 3 more years, I thought Chewbacca was real. So there was a 3-year period where I was like, 2 things I know for sure. Chewbacca's real, and black people don't kill you for your cell phone. That's the 2 things I've learned in my time on this planet. Although now I live in Los Angeles and I have a cell phone, and whenever I'm in a black or Hispanic neighborhood, it stops working. Like, is that a Sprint feature I miss? The misinformed racist mom call drop feature where you're talking to your friend, the phone's like, Mexicans, beep! Oh, God damn it. What the fuck?
I used to mock cell phone guy. Yeah, everybody has a cell phone. Like, really? You got to be in touch with people at all times, Mr. Self-Important? Now I'm that guy. I love my cell phone. It's the best invention ever, I think. It's everything to me. It's my phone. It's my voicemail. It's my clock. It's my camera. It's my flashlight sometimes late at night. It's my memory. I used to have to remember people's phone numbers. Now it's in the phone. I don't know your number. If we're friends and I lose my phone, that's it. We're fucking done. Yeah. Till you call me, relationship over. Now that, you got to call me twice, because first time, I don't recognize the number. We're going straight to voicemail that number.
You know what it is? I didn't get any fucking sleep. So last night we ended up going to White Castle. And I got 2 doubles and 2 chickens and a little bit of French fries or whatever after eating well all day. By the way, the Paramount Theater's food is fucking sick. If you're there, you get the sliders. And he's got these little tuna fucking cigar things. They roll them up in this little shell thing like a cigar, and they sprinkle pepper on the end so it looks like a fucking cigar. It's the shit. I still think I ate pretty good, but like the White Castle obviously fucking killed me. So Vinny ends up driving me, and he's telling me all these great stories about the East Side Comedy Club and all the people that he worked with. So he drives me back into the city, drops me off where I'm staying, and as his car drives away, I realize I left my cell phone in his car. So I'm like, fuck. So I see this fucking dude sitting down, right, on the stoop. So I'm like, I fucking run, next door. I said, hey, man, my buddy just took off in car. Can I just use your cell phone just so I can call? He's holding his cell phone. So I can just call, blah, 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 and get my phone back. Could you just let me make a real quick phone call? And the guy just looks at me and just goes, he's like looking up. He's sitting on the first stair, and I'm looking down at him. He just looks up and he just goes like, yeah, no. I'm just like, really? You fucking cunt, right? So just this little fucking dweeb. I should have just slapped the fucking phone right out and thrown it in a puddle. So I'm just, what a fucking dick. So then I run down, there's a bar in the corner. And there's this fucking dude all tattooed up, neck tattoos, the whole fucking thing. I just talked to like the biggest pussy ever, and he said no. Now I'm going to go up to this guy from like fucking this Sons of Anarchy. I just say, fuck it. I go, man, can I just use your cell phone? I told him the whole thing, and he just goes, yeah, sure. Let me fucking use it. I called him, and I was fine. That little fucking prick. So I was standing there waiting for my buddy to come back. I'm just staring at the guy, and I had to actually be like, I actually respected him on some level. Or maybe he just looked at me, and I just looked like such a fucking Ron Howard-looking jackass that he had no respect for me. What a fucking... It's been a while since I just prayed for something, like, really bad to happen to somebody. And, like, really bad, I just mean, like, his AC breaks and nobody comes and fixes it. He just sits there in the fucking heat wave. Anyways, this really feels like the worst fucking podcast ever. I got like the fucking hiccups. I don't even know where the fuck I'm at.
Norm, did you ever hear the word?
The phone is ringing.
I certainly hope that's somebody calling to tell you to go home.
Oh, no.
But you got a phone ringing.
Oh.
Answer the phone.
Hello? Oh, yeah. Oh, no. The thing is this. There, you know Matt Strauss?
Yeah, the producer.
The producer, he told me it would be funny. He said, like, why don't you carry a cell phone on and then let it ring and then pretend like there's a guy on it.
Is there anybody on it?
No, it's a thing, pretend.
You know what, Norm? You're a dead man.
Okay. I've been fucking on some poppin' pills, man, I feel it's like a rock star. All my brothers got that gas and they always be smoking like a rock star.
Some parents really struggle with, like, all the other kids have the terrible things, so my kid has to. Yeah, let your kid go and be a better example to the kids. She doesn't, just because the other stupid kids have phones doesn't mean that, okay, well, my kid has to be stupid, otherwise she'll feel weird.
Right.
You know, I think these things are toxic. I don't, especially for kids. It's just this thing. It's bad, and
Right.
they don't look at people when they talk to them, and they don't build the empathy. You know, kids are mean, and it's because they're trying it out. They look at a kid and they go, "You're fat," and then they see the kid's face scrunch up, and they go, "Ooh, that doesn't feel good to make a person do that."
Right.
But they got to start with doing the mean thing. But when they write "you're fat," then they just go, that was fun. I like that." So
That tasted good.
yeah, exactly. The thing is, you need to build an ability to just be yourself and not be doing something. That's what the phones
Yes.
are taking away.
Yes.
Is the ability to just sit there, like this. That's being a person, right?
Yes.
No one can. You gotta check, because you know, underneath everything in your life, there's that thing, that empty, forever empty. You know what I'm talking about? That.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes,
Just
I know what you're
that
talking about.
knowledge that it's all for nothing and you're alone. You know, it's down there. And sometimes when things clear away, you're not watching it, you're in your car and you start going, oh no, here it comes that I'm alone. Like it starts to visit on you. You know, just the sadness.
Yes.
Life is tremendously sad just by, being in it. And so you're driving, and then you go, that's why we text and drive. I look around, pretty much 100% of people driving are texting.
Yes.
And they're killing, everybody's murdering each other with their cars.
Yes.
But people are willing to risk taking a life and ruining their own because they don't want to be alone for a second, because it's so hard. I was in my car one time, and a Bruce Springsteen song comes on. And it made me really sad. It's like Jungle, what's the Jungle song?
Jungle Land.
It's one where he goes, and he sounds far away. You know, it's like,
that's half. Wait, that's half of them.
yeah, a lot of them.
No, he goes,
Yeah, exactly. And it's really far away sounding.
Yeah.
Can you do it with the reverb? Can you do No, they're not doing it.
They're not. Try it.
So,
like that?
yeah. Except for it was Springsteen. If it was you doing that, I would have been like, what the hell is that in my radio? Springsteen.
I did it just the same
Yes.
as Bruce.
And I heard it, and it gave me kind of like a fall back to school depression feeling. It made me really sad.
Yeah.
And I go, okay, I'm getting sad. I got to get the phone and write hi to like 50 people. And then, somebody cool writes back, and then somebody not as cool writes after, and I'm like, oh, you, I'm not going to. I got somebody better. But,
hey, how come you didn't answer my text? Speaking of which.
because he wrote first. That's right. So, anyway, I started to get that sad feeling, and I was reaching for the phone. Then I said, you know what? Don't. Just be sad. Just let the sadness just stand in the way of it, and let it hit you like a truck. And I let it come, and Bruce, and I just started to feel, oh my God. And I pulled over, and I just cried like a bitch. I cried so much. And it was beautiful. It was like this beautiful, it's just this, sadness is poetic. You're lucky to live sad moments. And then I had happy feelings because when you let yourself feel sad,
yes,
your body has like antibodies. It has happiness that comes
rushing in
to meet the sadness. So I was grateful to feel sad, and then I met it with true, profound happiness. It was such a trip, and the thing is, because we don't want that first bit of sad, we push it away with like a little phone for the food, and you get a little kind of. You never feel completely sad or completely happy. You
Right.
just feel kind of satisfied with your product.
Yes.
And then you die. So that's why I don't want to get a phone for my kids. That's what I'm